She sat there, watching him check his phone for the third time in 5 minutes. Sarah had dressed up for this. Her best red sweater. The one that made her feel confident. The one she'd been saving for something special. Christmas lights twinkled around the cafe. Couples laughed at nearby tables. And here she was, watching her blind date's face twist into barely concealed disappointment. "Look," he said, not even trying to hide the disdain in his voice. "I don't think this is going to work out. You're just not what I expected." Sarah's heart sank. Not pretty enough. Not thin enough. Not enough. The story of her life. He stood up, grabbed his coat, and walked out without another word, leaving her sitting there alone on Christmas Eve, surrounded by happy couples, feeling like the biggest fool in the world. She stared at her untouched hot chocolate, fighting back tears. The waitress gave her a pitying look. Sarah wanted to disappear, to sink into the floor and never come back. Why did she even try? Every date ended the same way. Every single one. She was about to leave when she heard a small voice beside her. "Excuse me, miss? Are you sad?" Sarah looked down to see a little girl, maybe 6 years old, with bright eyes and a candy cane in her hand. I'm okay, sweetie," Sarah lied, forcing a smile. The girl tilted her head, unconvinced. "You don't look okay. You look like you need a friend." Before Sarah could respond, the girl turned and called out, "Daddy, this lady needs friends. Can we sit with her?" Sarah's breath caught as a man approached, tall, kind-eyed, with a warm smile that reached all the way to his eyes. "Emma, we can't just," he started. But then he saw Sarah's face, saw the empty chair across from her, saw the pain she was trying so hard to hide. His expression softened. "Is it okay if we join you?" he asked gently. Sarah nodded, unable to speak. Emma climbed into the chair her date had abandoned, swinging her legs happily. "I'm Emma. This is my daddy, Michael. What's your name?" The little girl's enthusiasm was infectious, impossible to resist. "Sarah," she managed, her voice cracking slightly. "Well, Sarah," Michael said, settling into a chair. "It looks like you could use some company." Emma has a sixth sense about these things. They talked and talked. Emma chattered about Christmas, about how this was their first Christmas since her mom passed away, about how her daddy had been sad too, but he was getting better. Michael shared stories that made Sarah laugh. Really laugh. For the first time in months. He didn't judge her, didn't look at her with disappointment. He looked at her like she mattered, like every word she said was worth hearing. An hour passed like minutes. 2 hours. Emma fell asleep against Sarah's arm, trusting, peaceful. "I'm sorry about earlier," Michael said softly, nodding toward the empty chair. "I saw what happened. That guy is an idiot." Sarah felt tears prick her eyes again. But these were different. "Why are you being so kind to me? You don't even know me." Michael smiled, that same warm smile that made her heart skip. "Because Emma's right. You needed friends. And maybe we needed you too." He reached across the table, his hand covering hers. "I don't believe in coincidences, Sarah. I think we were supposed to meet tonight. I think you were supposed to be here in this moment right now." Sarah looked at this man, this beautiful little girl sleeping peacefully against her, and felt something shift inside her chest. The pain, the rejection, the years of being told she wasn't enough. It all started to crack and fall away. "Can I see you again?" Michael asked, hope shining in his eyes. "Tomorrow? Christmas Day? Emma and I were going to be alone, but maybe we don't have to be." Sarah nodded, tears streaming down her face now, but they were happy tears. "I'd love that," she whispered. The man who rejected her that night, he never knew what he lost. But Sarah, she found everything she'd been searching for. Not in someone who saw her appearance, but in someone who saw her heart. Sometimes the worst moments lead to the best blessings. Sometimes rejection is just redirection. And sometimes, a little girl with a candy cane and a sixth sense about lonely hearts can change everything.